So, गुड मॉर्निंग सर। मित्रों, मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों, बच्चों, शुरू करेंगे बेटा। सर, our topic name is General Clauses Act. It means general definitions, general provisions. So we have done with first part, general definitions completed. It has three parts. First one is the introduction completed. Next one, general definitions applicable to every act when the special act definition is silent. Then we left with general provisions. General शुरू करेंगे बेटा। మొదలెడదామా? Yeah, general provisions. Which provisions? The first one comes into operation of enactment. Comes into operation of enactment. See, one act is there. What is there? One act is there. President of India give the consent. President of India give the consent, and we are passing in the Parliament of India on 10/10/2010. When beta? But we said we want to apply this act. But we want to, Government of India want to apply this act from 11/11/2010. The act is came into operation from this date. Act will be operated from that date. For example, one act is there, beta. Act is passed in the Parliament of India on the 10/10/2010. When? And President also gave the consent, but they did not specify any other date for operation. Then the act is deemed to be operated from 10/10/2010. कब? सेक्शन हो गया, खत्म। इतना आसान रहता कैसा? हल्का। ये वाला एग्जाम में इतना बार पूछा, कितना बार पूछा बेटा? इतना बार पूछा। इतना मार्क के लिए 2 मार्क 3 मार्क 2 मार्क 3 मार्क के लिए. So where Central Act had not specifically mentioned the particular date, not specifically mentioned particular date to comes into force, it shall come into force from the date it received the consent of the President of India. After independence, before independence, Governor General of Council, Governor General of. So right now President of India is there. Before independence, we used to have the Governor General Council of British. Then click on Act comes into operation. ये देखो बेटा, SEBI rules है ना बेटा, getting the consent on the 14th August 15, but they said we want to apply it from the 1st January. So from which date it is applicable? 1st January, because even it is passed in the August 15, they want to apply it from the 1st January of the 16. Then if this date is not there, from 14th August. If any central act is passed in the parliament, and it specifies date of applicability, specifies date of applicability, specifies date of applicability, it applies from such date. Applicable from such date. Next, B. If it does not specify date of applicability, it is applicable from the date of. It is applicable from the date it getting the consent of President of India, Governor General Council or Governor General. If it specifies date of applicability, from such date. Not specifies date of applicability, from the date of getting the consent of President of India or Governor General Council or Governor General. Done. Governor General is the officer, Governor General Council is the office. Easy, huh? बोलो ना. देखो 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 देखो. Effect of repeal. एक बार, दो बार, तीन बार, चार बार, पांच बार, 6 बार, 8 बार, 9 बार, 10 बार, 11 बार. साथ में रहता है बेटा हिंदी में. Nearly it was tested 10 times in the exam. This concept is introduced in 2018. Before that, this is not there in the CA inter level. Or CA final level also it is not there. GCA totally introduced new concept. It will be in the LLB, LLB, LLM. For those people, it will be there. In CA, it is not there. For the first time, it is introduced in 18 only, I think. ये देखो 18 से कितना बराबर देखो बेटा. 10 times nearly. Then very 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 important. Effect of repeal. Have you ever heard this word earlier? Where? Foundation makeup. किधर? Section 76 to 123 of the Indian Contract Act repealed. They formed new act called SOGA 17, part of the Contract Act only. Section 76 to 123. Section 76 to 123 of the Indian Contract Act deals with the contract of sale of goods. उसको बाजू लगाया. They're giving a different name called SOGA, Sales of Goods Act. Repeal. For example, Ganesh है बट हमको. So tomorrow is a matches for him. पहले छुप लो. मैचेस को क्या बोलते हिंदी में, क्या बोलते मैचेस को? रिश्ता देखना. किसका गा दो रिश्ता. So her sister said, "You looking very tan. నల్ల కనిపిస్తున్నావు. Black fellow. She will not accept if you go like this. Then you have to go to that Mangal shop, barber shop. Then Bhaiya will apply one powder paste and he will charge 2000 rupees. But Ganesh is having 20 rupees, still no problem. If you go to medical shop or some other general store, orange peel off is available. What is available? Orange peel off. One cream will be there. You have to apply that cream. Then you have to keep your face under a fan for 10 minutes. Then you can peel off. Repeel. Orange peel off. Shivani. Repeal means remove. Repeal means effect of removal. Effect of the act of the. But either a concept about repeal versus deletion. Repeal versus that was asking in the exam. Repeal versus deletion. Repeal क्या होता है, deletion क्या होता है? Once upon a time in Rehan's life, when he was in the 9th class, 10th class, there was a puppy. Young, energetic 9th class Rehan, cheddi. In a school, no pant, only cheddi. Okay. RP, Rehan and puppy. So when he was in 9th class, he used to look at puppy. Puppy also look at Rehan. He used to smile. Then even he used to smile. Age problem है ना बेटा. 14, 15, not enough mature to understand what is what. So he thought that is love. in 10th class, borrowing the money from the Jaswant. Then he went to tattoo shop in the Amirpet. Tattoo. स्वीटी का फोटो है ना बेटा, हार्ट में परमानेंट टैटो. Permanent tattoo beta. So he has taken the photo of that tattoo also, send it to Sweetie. Sweetie said, baby, you love me this much, huh? Then he said, you are my heart because your tattoo is in my heart. Crazy people will be there. Kohli photo, Dhoni photo will be, they'll keep atla Rehan, puppy face, puppy photo. Then after coming to enter first year, enter second year, puppy is little close with Jashwant. रेहान मेरे पस्सू गई, हट हो गया बेटा. क्या हो गया? हट. कितना? कितना? Then he decided to remove puppy from his life, from his body also. He don't want, because Sweet is smiling to him recently. How can he keep the puppy photo when Sweet is smiling? He can't, no beta. Enter second year. Yes sir, no sir. Then one fine day he decided puppy is not part of my life. My life means Rehan life. He decided. He was crying, having the liquor, and out of that pain, I thought of committing suicide also. But I motivated her. What is this? You want die for puppy, chichi? He decided to remove puppy from his life. Two ways he can remove. One way of removal is, once upon a time puppy was there in his life, right now she is not there. उसको बोलते हैं deletion. उसको बोलते हैं once upon a time she was there, she was part of my life, but today she is not part of my life. She is not my friend, lover, girlfriend. She is not there today. But once upon a time, lover, friend, etc., etc., etc. But today is not my relation. Removal is there, beta. He is removing her from his life as if she never existed. She never entered into his life. Once upon a time also not there, today also not there. Then he went to same tattoo buyer again, borrowing the money from the Abhiram for removing the tattoo. Removing the tattoo. Sweet tip photo निकाल दिया बेटा. Tattoo removal. Tattoo removal. Once upon a time, act is there. Now it is not there. उसको बोलते हैं deletion. We are removing the act as if it never existed. Never. Once upon a time not there. Even today is not there. उसको बोलते हैं repeal. But some exceptions are there. But ABCD exceptions are there. Except for these purposes, we are removing the act as if it never existed. उसको बोलते हैं repeal. उसको बोलते हैं एग्जाम जाके बाद puppy once upon a time she was there, today not there. इसको बोलते हैं deletion. This is just bad dream. She never there in my real life. She was there only in the dream. She never entered, never exit, never entered into my life, never exit. इसको बोलते हैं except for the purpose of this tattoo. Still one mark is there, no? But even she is removing, photo is removed. That's why Rehan, focus only on the law. Fall in love with the law. You can purchase Lamborghini in the future. Rehan, fall in love with audit. You can purchase Audi in the future. Puppy, sweetie, cute. तो बेटा अच्छा बच्चों है, अच्छा अच्छा सुनते सुनता ते ता. Rehan is a repeal. क्या बोलो? Peel off. What we are peeling off? Act. from the legislature. Then where central act or any regulation made after commencement of this act repeals, means removes any act unless other purpose exists. Repeal shall not affect. Repeal shall not affect the following. So Rehan first love beta puppy. So he was enough mature. He understood. So sweet is not there. Puppy is not there. Only my career, my life, my father, my mother, my profession, my money, my health is my life. But still, 9th class, you used to smile. Sometimes when you close your eyes, that smile may appear before your eyes, even you're closing. Once upon a time she was there. Today, not there. Deletion. You're removing as if she never existed. Still, she gifted something when you're in the 9th class. Watch. Still, it is there. Except for that purpose, she's not there. Exception case, she is there, but generally, she is not there. In the same way, even the act is repealed. Even act is the repeal shall not affect the prior management. Which management? In the old Companies Act, 1956, we are appointing the Ganesh as the director of the company. Director of the company. On in the month of the in the 2013 new Companies Act came. Whether he will be removed as director, he will continue as director, will not be affected. Will not be. In right now, we are calling it as a Section 8 company. In old act, we used to call it as a Section 25 company. Section 25 company. Remember, Sonia Charities. It was given the license under old Companies Act 1956. Section 25 company. Section 25 company. That act is repealed. That act is in that place. New act came 2013. What about the fate of that section? That license given under Section 25 under old act will exist. Yes or no? So that will not be affected. That will not be affected. I think in old Companies Act in 1956, Satyam Ramalinga Raju was imprisoned for 10 years in the year 2011. For example, that means he is supposed to be released for the 2021. In 2013, old act is repealed. What about his imprisonment? Existing continue? It will be also removed. It will continue. On Satyam Computers, we started investigation. Central government has started investigation because something going bad on the company in the year 2012. Investigation may run for the 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years also, because we have to examine from the day one what was happening in the company. So when investigation was started in 2012, in 13 it was started in the old Companies Act 1956 in the year 2012. In 13, that old act is repealed. So 1956 act is repealed. New act came. What about this inquiry will also stop? It will not be stopped. It will continue. Then repeal shall not affect the prior management. Shall not affect the claims made under the old act. Shall not affect the punishments made under the old act. Shall not affect the inquiry. Generally, repeal means we are removing the act as if it never exists, except for the this ABCD. But this ABCD 10 बार आया एग्जाम में. So, State of Uttar Pradesh versus Hirendra Pal Singh, 2011, Supreme Court, case number 305, held that whenever act is repealed, it must be considered as if it has never existed. Objective of the repeal is to obliterate, which means remove the act from the books, except for the purpose of these 4 purposes. Except for these 4 purposes. Then, Bola. Repeal ordinarily brings a complete obliteration of the act as if it never existed. Deletion ordinarily takes place effective from the date of legislature affecting the said deletion. So we are removing on the, for example, 15th August 13. Before that act was there, now it is not there. Usko bolte deletion. Repeal means we are removing as if it never existed except for the ABCD. ये 10 बार आया बेटा. देखो. Keep the heading effect of repeal. Repeal means removal of the act. Repeal means removing the act as if. Removing the act as if it never existed. Exceptions. Repeal shall not affect. Repeal shall not affect A. Prior management under earlier law. B. Claims, privileges, responsibilities under earlier law. पर क्या लिखा बेटा? Shall not affect. ना? Shall not affect prior management. Shall not affect the claims made under old law. C. Punishments, forfeitures, penalties imposed under earlier law. Last. Inquiry, litigation, etc. initiated under earlier law. So repeal shall not affect the prior management, shall not affect the claims made under old act, shall not affect the punishments made under the old act, shall not affect the litigations, inquiries initiated against the old act. They will continue. Yes or no? Cheppandi bhai. Next note. Deletion means, get the heading. Deletion. Deletion takes effect from the date of deletion takes effect from the date of deletion takes effect from the date of such deletion. Such deletion. Before 13 it was there, now it is not there. Delete ho gaya. We are removing as if it never existed. Repeal. It takes effect from the date of legislature affecting the said deletion. Never to affect the complete wiping off. Then next seventh question was section 7 was not much asked in the exam. Revival. Kya beta? Rebirth. For example, beta, Companies Act 1956 repealed. क्या कर दिया बेटा? In that place, new act is revived or not? In that place, we are keeping new act 2013. Service tax repealed, revived as GST. FERA revived, repealed, revived as FEMA. Mostly 19% of the cases, when act is repealed, it will revive with new name, with alterations. I have never seen any act which is repealed but not revived. In my memory, there is no such act name right now. Maybe there, 1-2 acts may be there, but 95% of the cases, when act is repealed, we will give rebirth to the act. Yes sir, no sir. With FERA, FEMA, Service Tax, GST, Old Companies Act with New Companies Act 2013. Yes sir, no sir. With some changes, generally. Yes sir, no sir. Bolo na. Revival means rebirth, restore or giving the life again. So revival of the act. In Central Act regulation made after commencement of this act, it shall be necessary for the purpose of reviving. For the purpose of reviving either wholly or partly. Any enactment wholly partly repealed. Look beta. Keep heading. Revival. Revival means restoration. When act is repealed wholly or partly, generally it may be revived. Generally, it may be revived, subject to some changes, modifications. Section 8 was tested once in the exam beta 2022 RTP. Construction means understanding, interpretation. Construction of reference. Reference means please refer section 42 of the Income Tax Act for the purpose of understanding of this section. Then how to refer the repealed acts. Enactment means hold on. Act, section, act. Enactment means act. Repeal means removal. Reference means referring. Construction means understanding. How to understand the repealed acts. How to understand the. But removal is not that much easy. Remember, Rehan. You can say just I can remove, but not that much easy. It's very painful, you know. You know? Huh? How you know? Any experience? Then how you know? It is very painful. Your friend said, Abraham said, just one said. Because removal is not that much easy because so many things are, it is not a one-to-one relation. So many things will be involved there. So many families, so many emotions, a lot of pain, so many experience will be involved. Removing relationship is not that much easy, you know. Rehan, don't play with the emotions of others. For you it may be easy, but everyone it is not that much easy. Shall we start? Once upon a time, there was an act called Companies Act 1956. This act was referred not only, this act was referred in SEBI. In SEBI, some sections they will refer the Companies Act also. They will refer the SECRA. They will use the same act in the Income Tax Act also. There's taxation of the companies. So this act is not only when act is there, but that act is not only used for that. Then that act will be referred in so many laws also. Ara, Abraham, suno. If you are removing the same Companies Act will be used by the Gratuity Act for employees of this company. This act is used in the Gratuity Act, PF Act, Bonus Act. In so many laws, the Companies Act will be referred and used as per section 10 of the Companies Act. As per section 10 of the Companies Act. As per section 20 of the Companies Act. As per section 40 of the Companies Act is used in the Bonus Act. We have to pay bonus based on the profits. In Bonus Act, they said as per section 129 of the Companies Act, profits means. So this was used in the so many laws as per section 45 of the Companies Act. Something like that. Then when we are removing this act, only Companies Act is not affected. Along with Companies Act, hundreds of laws will be affected because the Companies Act is a general act. It is used in so many laws. How many laws? Making one act will take years, 15 to 20 years. Parliament ministers very busy. So we have to amend these many laws. Is it possible? Frankly speaking, Bolana. We have to amend all the laws are not which are connected to Companies Act. For example, beta, let us start with only Income Tax Act. This was only asking in the exam also. For example, beta, in earlier we used to have the Companies Act 1956. This section, this act was referred in the Income Tax Act. Which act, beta? Income Tax Act also. Yeah. Once upon a time there was an act called the Companies Act 19. In that act there was a section called section 212. Section 212 deals with the books of accounts of the companies and net profits. of the company. This section was used in Income Tax Act. Which act, beta? 115 JB, I think. 115 JB. In 115 JB of the Income Tax Act, books of accounts means books of book profits means profits as ascertained under section 212 of the section 1212 of the Companies Act 1956. The statement was there where समझ में what I said? Income Tax Act section 115 JB, one statement is there. Book profits means profits as calculated profit book profits means profits as calculated as per section 212 of the Companies Act 1956. This statement is in the Income Tax Act 115 JB. Even today 2025 the same statement will be there, but unfortunately Income Tax Act 1956 was repealed and it was revived as Companies Act 2013. And when Act is repealed, we will revive. All the sections will be revived or not. If you see, when we're doing the scan of the Companies Act, we are doing the process from 1994, 94, 2000, 2010. So that Act is not there right now, but same sections will be there. Na beta? Bonus shares are there, right shares are there, meetings are there, quorum is there in the old Companies Act also. But when Act is amended, when Act is repealed, revived, 90% of the Act will remain same. How much? अभी DT code is coming, direct tax code is coming. Channel in the YouTube, change हो गया, क्या change होता बेटा? ALL used to get the income, used to pay tax. Now you will get the income, you have to pay the tax. Salary, same house property, same PGBP, same capital gain, same other source. 90% of the Act will remain same. One old building is that they're removing, they're constructing a new building. सर रहता नहीं रहता, walls रहता नहीं रहता, रहता पूरा सेम रहता. The only thing is new color, same wall, new color. इसको बोलते हैं old one in the new bottle, old one in the new bottle. Act will not change. After 20 years also, after 50 years also, corporate will be there. Corporate wheel was there from last 200 years. It will be there for next 200 years also. Once upon a time we used to vote physically, now we are voting electronically. That's it. That is the change. Yes or no, sir? So when Act is repealed, when it is reenacted, revived, every section will be old Act section 25, new Act section 8 in NPO. So every section will be revived or not, beta? So corresponding section for section 212 is the section 129. Books of accounts. So how do you remember? For you not completed, for you people it's completed. Section 129. Section क्या है बेटा? 128 and 129. 128 कहते बेटा. So 212. Sorry. Section Old Companies Act. Section 212 is there, no beta? It is revived as section 128. Section 128. But if you see Income Tax Act today, even today, if you see section 115 JB, you will use the word section 212 of the Companies Act 1956. You have to understand, you have to interpret it as the section 128 of the Companies Act 2013. This is how you have to construct the reference of the repealed enactments. Which enactment? समझ में आया नहीं आया? Rehan is there. Earlier he used to have a wife, puppy. वो मर गया बेटा. In the place of puppy, he remarried again with the sweetie. Once upon a time, his wife used to prepare the food and send him box. Now in the place of puppy, who came? Sweetie. That's it. Replace with new wife. Because वो मर गया, old wife. Repeal हो गया. अब समझ में आया? आता. लेकिन बोलते समझ में आता आपको. Old Companies Act section 115, he used the word section 212 of 1956. It means you have to understand it as a section 128 of the New Companies Act. Then ये एग्जाम में आया बेटा, आई थिंक 4-5 मार्क्स के लिए आया. एबल टू रिमेंबर ऑल दिस थिंग्स आर नॉट. भूल जाता गणेश. हाँ लिखो. एग्जाम में एक बार आया बेटा. If an act is, if you want you can write this example also. Better this green color वाला है ना बेटा 1956 2013, it is not in the IC material. I have added for better understanding purpose. If an act is repeals, heading लिखा, लिखो construction of references to repealed enactments. If an act is repealed, if you want you can write this thing also in the exam in your running notes for understanding purpose. Exam में लिख रहा, I have added ऐसे मैंने रहता. If an act is repealed and reenacts with or without modification, repealed and reenacted with or without modification, then references in the other enactment. References in the other enactment. So Income Tax Act, what he was referring beta, Old Companies Act. You have to understand it as a New Companies Act, corresponding section. Then references in the other enactments shall be construed, shall be understood with references to, shall be understood with reference to corresponding section in the new act. With reference to corresponding section in the bolo na. So in the place of 956 13 आया बेटा, in the place of old 212 new section 128. Even he using this word in the Income Tax Act, you have to understand it as the section 128 of the New Companies Act. If you want to write the example, ये लिखो बेटा. ये other act है बेटा, other act. ये old act, ये new act. ये corresponding sections. ये corresponding section. समझ में आता? सेम एग्जाम्पल एग्जाम में आया. नेक्स्ट सेक्शन 9. देखो कितना बार एग्जाम आया है. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 10 times nearly. ये भी commencement and termination of the time. बोलो बच्चों, be active in the class, no? How to calculate the number of days? How to calculate number of days in any act? Which act? If a check is dishonored, we have to give the notice within 30 days of dishonor. How to calculate 30 days? If the company declares dividend, it must be distributed within the 30 days. Yes sir, no sir? Company will give 14 days notice. What is meaning of 14 days notice? How to calculate 30 days, how to calculate 3 days, how to calculate 4 days. Company has to give 21 days notice. How to calculate 21 days? Act is specifying date of posting, date of sending, 2 days for transit. Who specified on? Act, in Companies Act. If does not specify, how to calculate the number of days? How to calculate the number of days? Beta, whenever you calculate, no beta, dates from date to date. from date on to date. इसको exclude, इसको क्या करना बेटा, don't count, इसको include. You have an exam within 7 days, within next 7 days. What is the date today? 26th May 25. You have the exam within next 7 days. Don't count 26th. You have to count the 7 days from the 27, 28, 29, 30, 31st. 1, 2, 3 like that. From date, exclude. To date, the company has to distribute dividend within 30 days of declaration. As per Companies Act, company has to distribute dividend within 30 days from declaration. How to calculate this 30 days? For example, beta, the company is declaring dividend. AGM was held on, for example, 7/7/27. When beta? 7/7/27. We have to count the 30 days, no beta? Day 1 will be the 8/7/27 is the day 1. And 9/7/27 is the day 2. From date you have to exclude. To date we have to, हो गया. From को क्या करना, टू को summary of the whole this one, पूरा summary ये है. From to ये 10 12 एग्जाम में सेम एग्जाम्पल ऐसा वाला. क्लियर है? लिखो. If any legislation specifies the days, लिखो, हेडिंग नहीं लिखा, commencement and termination of time. If any legislature specifies the time period, if any legislature specifies the time period, they should be counted as follows. A from date hyphen should be excluded. B to date hyphen included. That's it. Simple. एग्जाम्पल लिखो बेटा, और डिविडेंड्स का एग्जाम्पल. Company should distribute dividend within 30 days from declaration. When it is declared 7/7/27, date of declaration, exclude. So from tomorrow count the 30 days. The same example is given. The same example exam है बेटा. So when the conducting the AGM बेटा 39 16 39 16 they declare dividend. So we have to count the number of days from the exclude करने बेटा 39. So we have to count the 30 days from the 1 10 16 to 30 10 16. We should declare, we have to distribute owner before this date. This is the last date. Clear? Next heading, computation of टाइम करते बेटा. लिखो कितना हेडिंग, ये भी देखो कितना बड़ा है, 1 2 3 4 6 टाइम्स आया बेटा एग्जाम में. कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ टाइम सेक्शन 10. इजी है ना बेटा, इतना डिफिकल्ट है क्या? बट यू शुड रीड 2-3 टाइम्स. कंप्यूटेशन ऑफ टाइम. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बेटा, कंपनी हैज टू फाइल रिटर्न विद ROC. Company has to file the return with the ROC 30 days from the resolution. Company has to file the copy of the resolution with ROS within the 30 days. Unfortunately, we know na, but we will do everything on the last day only na. कल करेंगे, कल time है ना. Unfortunately, the last day is the holiday. The last day is the holiday. The company has to file the return with ROC within 30 days from this event. The 30th day, we have to count the 30th day from the next day, tomorrow. From tomorrow, we have to count the 30 days. 30th day is the holiday, for example. If it is a public holiday, national holiday, known holiday, then क्या करेंगे? Emergency holiday. You know NI Act? Do you know bills of exchange? Do you know bills of exchange? ఎక్కరా ఏది అంటారు? If it is a national holiday, if it is a public holiday, which date of maturity is the 15th August, we should do it on the 14th August. It's an emergency holiday. Which holiday? In the parliament, in the central government, big minister marga, government declaring it as a holiday. So that was on the 16th August. We should carry forward to 17th, because NACT specifies. NACT does not specify. We have to come to GCA. GCA specifies as per GCA. GCA does not follow this thing beta. This is applicable to whom beta? NACT ka concept hai beta. If it is a public holiday, before day. If it is emergency holiday, next day. But as per NACT, that can be public holiday, that can be emergency holiday, pakka next day. Pakka. If the court is closed on 30th day, if ROS is closed on 30th day, such an office is closed on 30th day, we should take it on the next working day. Next, then समझ में आया ना आया? So the last date for filing, the last date for anything, the final day is the holiday. We have to perform it on the next day or the succeeding day. So where legislation, regulation or any act or proceedings is directed, allowed to be done, taken on any court, any office on certain day within the prescribed period, that is 30 days. If the court or office is closed on that day or last day prescribed, the act or proceeding shall be considered to be done or taken in due time if it is done on the next day afterwards on which court or office is open. लिखो, heading लिखा ना. If act specifies anything to be done, if act specifies anything to be done within the specified period, comma, if the last day is holiday, if the last day is holiday, national emergency, anything, anything. If NACT specifies, go for NA. If in NA Act, we will follow NA Act. If not in NA Act, we have to go by GCA. What you have written? The last day is holiday. It will be sufficient complaints. It will be sufficient complaints if it is done on next working day. It will be sufficient complaints if it is done on the next bolo next working day. Next section 11 beta 11 कहते हैं measurement of distance. Measurement of distance ये एग्जाम में 2 बार आया 2020-21. So I was reading one case la beta related to some highways. State law, as per that law, this is a highway. ये क्या है बेटा? Highway. So the law drivers will be there, no beta. They will take liquor, and otherwise they can't sleep properly, they can't work properly because they will be exhausted. Liquor is daily hyped for them. After having a liquor, some people they will drive. So because of that intoxication, टक्कर होता, क्या होता? टक्कर, accident. That's why even Maharashtra, I think one state law I have seen. In that state law, they have written wine shop, liquor shop should not be opened near by the highway. Near by the highway. ये highway beta. Don't open the liquor shop. This is the highway. It must be half kilometer from the main road so that it is not visible to driver. So he can't stop the vehicle. He don't purchase liquor. He don't drink liquor. टक्कर नहीं होता. From national highway, half kilometer. But हमारा रेहान है ना बेटा, talented fellow. Is opening a liquor shop. Opening the. So who will come if it is a half kilometer inside to purchase liquor? That's why he's opening the shop here, beta. Where he's opening? Here. Some distance from the main road, visible to main road. Yes sir, no sir. But as per act, we have to keep the how much gap? Main road to entrance should be half kilometer. क्या करेंगे? You don't want to violate the law also. कैसा? That's why sir है ना बेटा. He's making the entrance like this. दुकान किधर गए बेटा? आपका दुकान. अरे ये शॉप है बेटा, लिकर शॉप. किसका? हमारे रेहान भाई का है ना. He's making the entrance like this, like temple. If you go na beta, like that. So if you count the distance like this, it will become half kilometer. They do sharp. That's why Jesus said when you are calculating the distance, it must be on the straight line. Which line? No, horizontal base. Which base? Horizontal. Not like this mountain के जैसे नहीं करना बेटा. On the horizontal. On the, if it's income tax act, nautical miles will be there. How to count the nautical miles? Like this? Straight. कैसा? Straight. On the horizontal plane. Which plane? खत्म हो गया. लिखो. ये 2 बार आया एग्जाम में. अंडर एनी सेंट्रल एक्ट, under any central act, if distance is to be measured, it must be measured in a straight line on a horizontal plane. In which line beta? Horizontal, on a straight line, not like this. Distance to be counted. Straight line on horizontal plane. Done na? Respond gantra. Duty to be taken on prorata in enactments. Section 12. This was asked once in the exam beta. MTP में आया, 3 मार्क के लिए आया. I have a doubt. Tax, cess, duty. Difference क्या है बेटा? Health and education cess, income tax, excise duty, customs duty, import duty, export duty, cess. If you're giving something to government in the form of tax, government can use this for any purpose. Which purpose? They can use the tax paid for roads, for Bangla, for SC welfare, ST welfare, women welfare, male welfare. Unfortunately, the department is not there. Any purpose. Which purpose? If you're giving some money to government in the form of cess, only for the specific purpose, health and education cess, that money will be utilized only for the hospital, government school. Cess is for the specific purpose. Tax, general purpose. Okay, fine sir. Then what is the concept of this duty? Income tax, excise duty, customs duty. Duty means responsibility. Duty means how this concept came into existence. Customs duty. Custom means కట్టుబాటు, రీతి రివాజే, customs, traditions, values, beliefs. Whenever any relative come to our home and they left also, they will go to kitchen. मम्मी को पूछ क्या लेके आए वो लोग? Yes or no? So when relatives come, they'll bring some fruits or sweets. General is fruits and sweets only. After the left, we'll go to kitchen. Sida sida. Kya le ke aaya? Arey, Pullareddy sweet. Rich people, rich relative. Is just sweets app there. Aadha kg 100 rupees only. So when we go to someone place, it's a custom to take something to their house. In the same way, when the other country people come in earlier days, king's time also, other kingdom people came to our kingdom for selling their goods. They used to they used to give some gift to king while returning. वो custom हो गया बेटा, क्या हो गया? Custom. In the same way, when the customs will be there, importing. When you're importing something for other country to Indian country, you have to give something, some gift to King of the India or Parliament of India. Or customs duty. Custom. Oh, custom है ना बेटा, it become obligation. Custom become obligation. That's what become the duty. Then समझ में concept समझ में है ना? So duty here, duty means tax. Duty means kind of tax. Excess duty, customs duty is there ना बेटा? Duty to be taken on the pro rata. Pro rata means proportionately. Proportionate को short word है pro rata. Duty to be imposed on pro rata basis. Excess is there beta, is on manufacturing. Excess duty is on the manufacturing. In the Excess Act, one illustration was given. What is that? Illustration. Mathematical example. If you manufacture wine bottle of 1 liter wine bottle, you have to pay 10 rupees as the excess duty. Which duty? This illustration was there in the excess. But I'm manufacturing the 100 bottles, wine bottles. How much I have to pay? 1000 rupees excess duty. We should take the proportionately. We should take the, that's it. Duty to be charged, imposed, levied proportionately. समझ में आया? एक एक लाइन लिखो. Duty of excess and customs. Duty of excess and customs is levied proportionately on any given quantity, weight or measure or value. That can be proportionately on quantity. ABC लिखो. Given A quantity 10 goods 10 rupees, 100 goods 100 rupees. Weight 1 kg 1 rupee, 10 kg 10 rupees. B A quantity, B weight, C measure 1 meter 1 rupee, you have to pay excess duty. If you manufacturing a tape, a rod, iron rod is there, but 1 meter you have to pay 1 rupee. Or the value. If the value of the article is 1000 rupees, you have to pay 10 rupees excess duty. लिखा बेटा ABC लिखा. A quantity, B weight, C measure, D value. Clear na? So 10 meters you have to pay 10 rupees, 100 meters you have to pay 100 rupees excess duty. Next heading, gender and number. ये भी एग्जाम में आया बेटा. 1 2 3 4 5 times आया बेटा. Gender and number. So one active was there. If any person kills another person, he will be imprisoned for 10 years. He will be imprisoned for 10 years. And हमारा Pragya killing Sonia and presenting before the judge uncle. Judge uncle said, Pragya, you are supposed to be imprisoned for 20 years. And Pragya said, Judge uncle, do you know English? Yes, sir. Yes, madam. Please read the statement. If any person kills another person, he will be imprisoned 20 years. I am not he, I am she. I am apply literal interpretation. Then judge uncle said, Amma competent girl. He includes she. She includes he. देखो बेटा. Male includes female anta beta. Masculine anta male includes the females or feminine bolte. And if any person kills another person, he will be imprisoned for 20 years. हमारा प्रज्ञा and अनुषा दोनों killing the Sonia, and प्रज्ञा breaking the head, Sonia breaking the legs. हम दोनों मिलके करा सर. Here what was in the act? If any person kills another person, not single person, sir. दोनों करके we're doing the murder. If you're applying the literal interpretation, so we're not imprisoned. We're not supposed to be imprisoned. If any person, a group of persons, you are not specified. No. Here singular includes plural. बोलो. Singular includes plural. बोलो. लिखो. इतना खत्म. Remember ना? 2 marks, 2 to 4 marks. लिखो. In any central legislature, A, the words male includes female. B, the word singular includes plural. Singular includes. Next heading 14. This was अभी तक एग्जाम में नया आया. Power conferred to be exercised from time to time. Power means power. Conferred means given. Exercised means used. From time to time means if required. If Ganesh is a police officer, one law allowing the police officer to use the gun, kill the person by using the gun. When you have a power to use the gun, shoot the person, shoot if it is required. Daily, don't try it whether working or not. Can you use it like that? समझ में आ रहा बच्चों? Yes sir, no sir. Power is given, should be used if it is required. If it is, principal has the right to suspend the student for time pass. He should not make the suspension. If it required only, then police officer can shoot the person if it is required only. If it is, POD has the right to forfeit the shares. Yes, you can forfeit if required. If, since I have a power, I should not use my power every day. Then no. Bolo. Liko. Where any power is given to any officer. Where any power is given to any officer. Such power should be used if it is required. Such power should be exercised. Exercised only if occasion requires. Only occasion requires. Next heading, power to section 15. Power to appoint includes power to appoint ex officio. Ex officio. Section 15. Sir. Bolo sir. Be active, no? Power to appoint includes power to appoint ex officio. So, if I'm assigning any job, the job means responsibility. Responsibility can be assigned by name or by ex officio. Ex officio means position name. Which name? Position name. That's the office name. Registrar of companies. Registrar is the name. Registrar is the name. ROC will take care. ROC means that office name. Chief Minister is the name. CMO, Chief Minister Office, is the ex officio. PM is the name, position name. Prime Minister is the position name. PMO, Prime Minister Office, that is the ex officio. Yes or no, sir? Clear na? The roles and responsibilities can be assigned by name or by the office. Company has to file the return with the register of companies. That means office name. Or the company has to inform to registrar. Registrar means name. Yes sir, no sir. So the job can be assigned, power can be assigned, position can be assigned by name or by designation. Yes sir, no sir. Clear na? Kukatpally branch will take care of the exams. Kukatpally branch means ex officio. Principal of the Kukatpally will take care by name. Yes sir, no sir. We are having 5 to 6 branches. One branch will take the material, one branch will conduct the question paper, prepare the question paper, one branch people will make the corrections. Kukatpally branch can take care of the making of preparation of the question papers. That means we can assign the duty branch name or by the principal over there. In the same way, ROC can take care or registrar can take care. File it with ROC or file to registrar. Collector office, a collector. Collector will distribute the pension or collector office will distribute the pension. Then समझ में आया बेटा. Director has to inform to ROC or company has to inform to ROC. Director is a name of the position. BOD, company has to inform to ROC. Company is the ex officio. Clear na? See, whereby any legislation or regulation power to appoint any person to fill the office, execute any function is given. Such appointment may be made either by name or by office. लिखो. अभी तक एग्जाम नहीं आया. In any central legislation, power to appoint any person, power to appoint any person to fill the vacancy, power to appoint any person to fill the vacancy. Such power can be exercised A by name or B by virtue of office. CM will appoint the MLA or CM office will appoint the MLA. Simply example. Then next, power to appoint includes power to suspend also. लिखो बेटा heading. वन लाइन एग्जाम में एक बार आया बेटा 4 मार्क के लिए. MTP 4 marks April 2022. One act is there beta. Example, collector has the right to appoint the MRO. Do you know MRO? Mandal Revenue Officer. MRO, collector, CM, PM, President of India. Yes sir, no sir. One act is there. Example, so collector has the right to appoint the MRO. Principal has the right to appoint the vice principal. So I am the collector, I am appointing the Pragya as the MRO, but I am not happy with her performance. I want to remove her. I removed her, but she came back with the law. My dear collector sir, you have right to appoint only. Did the act literally. Collector has the right to appoint the MRO. Full stop is there. My dear collector, you don't have right to remove me. Amma, complaint girl. Pragya, when I have power to appoint, I have the impl power to suspend and dismiss also. That's it. Likho. If the authority has the power to appoint, exam ek bar aaya. If the authority has the right to make the appointment, they have impelled power. They have impelled power to suspend and dismiss. Ramachandra. Next heading, substitution of functionaries. Substitution of the functionary. Here function means not a celebration beta. Functionary means who is performing the particular activity. Functionary means a person performing a special activity. If you go to police station, CI will be one functionary, SI will be one functionary, head constable one functionary, constable one functionary, law faculty one functionary, tax faculty one functionary, auditing faculty another functionary, CM one functionary who is performing one activity, PM one functionary, SR no sir, registrar one functionary, ROC staff has to, ROC has to attend the office by 8 o'clock in the morning. That means registrar. That means not a registrar. All the staff in that office has to attend the office by 8 o'clock only. Yes sir, no sir. Registrar has to attend the office. Registrar, ROC is there. Registrar has to attend the office by 8 o'clock in the morning. It means not only registrar. It includes the all the staff in that office also. Then look. If any rule is applicable to any functionary, if any person is, what you have written? Negative function, it will be sufficient. It will be sufficient to apply the same rule to every person executing the functions of that office. Executing the functions of that office. Next heading, successors, section 18. What is successor? Next officer. For example, beta, CM said to Ganesh, collector of the Medak district. Ganesh sir ఏంటనే collector sir. So CM said to collector Ganesh, you have to distribute the pension. है बेटा, Ganesh sir मर गया. in the place of Ganesh, new collector came beta, Rehan. Collector Rehan. IPS ना बेटा, police, IAS, administrative office. Na new IAS came beta, Rehan. The same rule is applicable to Rehan also or not? If any rule is applicable to any officer, the same rule is applicable to the successor who's taken the place of the old officer. Look. If any rule is applicable to any officer, the same rule will be applicable to successors of such office. Successors of such office which has perpetual succession. So office will remain same, office may change. Officer may change, but office will remain same, no? Next, official chief and subordinate. If a rule is applicable to the superior, the same rule is applicable to subordinate performing the role of the superior. So principal has to interact with the parents. Who has interacted with the principal? One fine day, principal was absent, parent came. Then who should address the parent? Vice principal. Because vice principal taking the place of the principal in that. CM has to perform one activity. CM is not available. Who will come that place in the place of CM? Deputy CM. If rule is applicable to CM, the same rule is applicable to Deputy CM, who is performing the role of the CM. Because CM is not available. Then chief means superior. Subordinate means uska niche. The law relative to superior of office shall applicable to the deputies or subordinates lawfully performing the duty of the office in the absence of the superior. Superior one superior is there, one duty is applicable. That office is not available in the office. He was on the absent, he is on the leave. Then my subordinate is performing that function. The same rule is applicable to that subordinate also. Likho. If any rule is applicable to superior, if any rule is applicable to superior, the same rule will be applicable to their subordinates who lawfully perform the duties of the superior. Who lawfully performing the duties of them. बोलो बच्चों, वो थोड़ा बच गए बेटा. We may need more 45 minutes to complete this. Maybe half an hour. करेंगे कल करेंगे. चलो, have a great time. Enjoy the day. Prepare well. As the signing off. Take care. Take a small break. We'll continue with audits.